Hi my friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Witness Mtaga. I am a businessman, a property investor, as well as an author of a book called It's More Than Just Money, a guide to escaping the rat race and building generational wealth. I'm based in Johannesburg, South Africa, and I'm shooting this video from there. Now I want to ask you a question today, and that question is, does luck really exist? Or does luck exist for certain people and not exist for others? You know, I've seen in many instances when somebody does extremely well in something, builds a business, works on a soccer career, or works on his athletic abilities, where people will say, wow, that guy is really gifted. He's lucky to have the skills that he has. But the question is he really lucky? Or are some of the skills that people have the skills that they work on day in and day out? Now, you might think that this thing that I'm saying is quite absurd and that luck really does exist. But how many of us have found ourselves in positions where the opportunity was right at that time, but we didn't have the right kind of skills to execute on that particular opportunity? Now, the luck would be what we call opportunity or serendipity, right? The opportunity or the chance is presented to you at the time. If you've got the skills, you'd be able to execute on it. Now, if you don't have the skills, obviously, you'll not be able to execute to it. Now, who's lucky there? The guy who gets the opportunity but has the skills and executes on it, or the guy who gets the opportunity but does not have the skill? Now, does that mean that the guy who succeeds at that particular work or thing was lucky? Now, the question I also want to ask you is, you've seen some of the world's top athletes, from athletes to exceptional business people, the likes of Michael Jordan, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of Elon Musk, right? These are people that are that have performed at peak performance. Now, the question is, do they perform at that level because they're lucky? Or do they perform at that level because there's a certain level of discipline that they apply in their lives or in their daily routines or in their work? Now, you look at someone like Cristiano Ronaldo. If you were to study his training routine, you'll probably find that there's a certain level of discipline that is applied in how he trains, what he eats, how many times he runs in a day, how many times he squats, how many times he picks up weights at the gym. All of that, right, forms part of the discipline that he needs for him to become successful in what he does. Now, you also look at someone like Elon Musk, right? Currently the richest man on earth. Now, how did he get there? Did he get there because he's got some sort of exceptional abilities that most people have? Yes, of course. He does have a lot of exceptional abilities, one of them being his ability to think up ideas, and also the fact that he's got a very IQ and he's very intelligent, right? But one thing that I've seen also with Elon Musk, when I watch some of his videos and read some of the books that have been written about him, is that there was a certain level of discipline that he had to apply when he wanted to build and grow his companies. Now, he says when he sold his first company, PayPal, for 180 million US dollars, he decided that half of that money is going to go into starting SpaceX and Tesla, right? Investing in those two companies and working on them. Now, he says later the companies fell into turmoil and were eventually probably going to be closed down. And he had the remainder of the money, and he decided to put all of it in both companies again. Now, apart from the fact that he put in the money, he says that he also slept on the factory floor. The factory floor, making sure that production is taking place every single day. There was no time for him to go home and shower. And he even says himself that nobody should work at the level that he worked because it was torture. Now, how many of us are willing to subject ourselves to extreme torture? Extreme, rigorous torture that can eventually harm us or harm our health. But he was willing to take that risk because he did not want his companies to die. Then he was asked the question, are you saying that it's okay for you to keep feeding the company like you're feeding a baby, even if it harms you? And he said, yes. I'm saying that it's okay for me to keep feeding this company even if it harms me. And then he eventually said, when he was asked why he didn't give up, he just looked at the interviewer and said, I don't give up. I keep going. Now, but there are certain people that have given up at the slight sight of trouble or challenge. Now, would you then say that someone like Elon Musk, someone like Mark Zuckerberg is luckier than all of us? Personally, I don't think so. Now, some believers, those who are Christian, can even say the grace of God is working in their lives, but God has given grace to all of us. Now, the question is, with the grace that is given to all of us, how much of the discipline that we have we applied in the things that we do? Now, there's a preacher by the name of Mensa Otabil. He says, grace is God's investment in you, and discipline is your investment in yourself. Now, think about that. The discipline that you have is your investment in yourself. Now, God has given all of us a certain level of intelligence, talent, ambition. Although we can increase our ambition by wanting more for ourselves, but there's a certain measure that God has given to each and every one of us. And that forms part of the talent that we have. That's his investment in us. But the discipline that we have in constantly working on our goals and wanting to move ourselves to the next level, now that's our own investment in ourselves and what we want for ourselves and our lives. Now, comment on this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think luck is something that plays a huge role in one's success? Or is the major thing the discipline that one needs to become successful? Is chance the only thing that one needs in order to succeed? Opportunity? Or do we also have to have the right kind of discipline that we need to apply on a daily basis, the right kind of routine, so that we can move our lives to the next level? Now, my friends, I want to say to you, do not rely on luck. Luck is not something that comes every day, but rely on the discipline that you form in and of yourself and apply yourself in the things that you need to do. I think we all need to do that. That's what all the greats have done. Michael Jordan is not Michael Jordan because of luck. Elon Musk is not Elon Musk because of luck. Even those who've built successful property portfolios and businesses like myself, it is not because of luck. It is because of constantly working on it, finding deals, working on the deals, looking for the properties, developing the properties, finding tenants. If we are selling the properties, finding people to buy them. All of that, my friends, is discipline. Hiring people, making sure that you are there to train them to do the right thing. That's discipline, right? All of us are constantly looking to better our lives. But our lives don't get better by luck. They get better by discipline. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you again next time. Ciao, ciao.